Member for Murchison.
Thank you, Mr. President. I recently attended a reception to celebrate the return to Queenstown of some historic items, particularly a beautiful necklace previously owned by Marion Sticht, the wife of Robert Sticht, a former mine manager at the Mount Lyell mine. Robert Carl Sticht worked for the Mount Lyell Mining and Railway Company, initially as a metallurgist and later as a manager from 1895 to 1921. Marion Oak Stage and Robert were both born in the United States and left for their new home of Queenstown, Tasmania, shortly after marrying in 1895. Robert and Marion Sticht have both been important figures and community leaders in Queenstown. In his role as manager, Robert had the magnificent Federation-style Pangana house built overlooking the town and mining works now owned by the National Trust and lovingly managed by Karen Nixon and Stephen Burnt. I acknowledge and thank Karen for her important role in seeing this necklace return to Queenstown. Whilst the relevance of some of the charms of this necklace are uncertain, we presume they were pieced together by Marion Sticht. And I do have some photographs if members are interested to have a look at these, Mr. President. It's not a really glamorous sort of necklace in the many sense, but it's very historic. The necklace consists of a fine gold chain to which 27 unique pendants or charms are attached. Almost half of these are engraved with dates and places relating to the events in the lives of the family. These charms are a miniature biography of this couple in objects, commemorating important moments in their lives such as marriage, anniversary, holidays, trips back home and the birthdays of their children. A number of the charms were marked for the Launceston Jewellers Stewarts, and some are likely to have made in the United States and also in Europe. Whilst not of significant monetary value and particularly artistically significant, their real value resides in the assemblage over time by the couple. This is both unique and historically important. The journey of this necklace is unclear, as Marion and her sons fell on hard times following Robert's death in 1922. Marion and her two sons moved from Queenstown to Balfour in reduced circumstances, with a private mining venture leaving them with £70,000 in debt. The couple's significant library was sold in 1922 and their equally impressive art collection auctioned the following year. Marion died in Melbourne in 1924. The other beautiful items in the display cabinet put together by TMAG include a Chatelaide Aid memoir circa 1870, a little note cover made of silver and ivory with a beautiful love poem written in German, the railway spike that was driven in by Mrs. Sticht to complete the railway link at Mount Lyell, and the ceremonial hammer made from wood and brass that we believe was used to hit in the last spike at the Mount Lyell Railway by Mrs. Marion Sticht. Mr. President, Karen Nixon, the manager of Pangana, became aware of this necklace and communicated with its most recent owner, Ms. Frances Herriot from Queensland. Karen brought the whereabouts of the necklace to the attention of TMAG's Directive Arts Curator, Peter Hughes. Karen helped connect TMAG with Ms. Herriot, who was also intending to attend this event but sadly could not make it at the last minute. TMAG acquired the Sticht charm necklace for the state collection through the support of the TMAG Foundation Limited. This necklace bought from Ms. Herriot when bought, was complete, undamaged and unrestored. I thank and acknowledge the TMAG Foundation community who support the work of TMAG for raising funds for research, exhibition, TMAG's education programs and acquisitions such as the Marion Sticht charm necklace. Without their support, TMAG simply could not have acquired this wonderful piece of West Coast history. Getting it back to Tasmania was the first step. The next step was getting it properly mounted for display back where the story started in Queenstown. And that's where I became involved. As a proud representative of the West Coast region and a member of the TMAG Foundation community, I worked with the TMAG Director Janet Carding, and others to ensure it would be displayed in Queenstown. I acknowledge the financial support of TMAG in doing that, Peter Walker, the General Manager of Mount Lyell Copper Mines, and the Honourable Jerry Mirockliffe for their financial support that added to my financial support that saw these items returned to the West Coast. Mr. President, the Sticht charm necklace is an important illustration of Tasmania's West Coast stories, and many of their charms have a special meaning. Mr. President, I encourage anyone visiting the West Coast to be sure to call into the West Coast Hub to see this display. As I said, I have a photograph that shows some of the charms up quite close. And there's more information about the other charms, which also are contained within the display. Mr President, I acknowledge the support of everyone at Libraries Tasmania for offering the library as a venue for Marion Sticht's necklace so that it will be available for everyone to enjoy, locals and visitors alike. And I think that for many people, their favourite charm was a little charm that has the initials of both Robert and Marion on it, the dates in which they were in Tasmania, a map of Tasmania with a little gemstone, possibly a diamond, right on the spot where Queenstown is, on Tasmania.